Don't worry, guys. You know what today is. It is Powell Day, or as I like to say, FOMC Day. It's going to be a fun one for us in the stock market, guys. Boy, we are going to see some insane moves coming into the market here. I'm really hoping that we can get some solid movement coming in, but hey, we'll have to see how we can go here. So far, I would say kind of flat for the SPY. We were pointing up, but now that we got into open, we're actually starting to see it come down a little bit more again. Hang on, I'll make my mic a little bit louder here. Stupid app closed. Appreciate you guys all joining up today, though. Let's go. Manny, Jamie, AJ. Appreciate you guys. If anybody else is here, sound it off in the chat. Let me know what stocks you're seeing, maybe some big pre-market movers or something. Looking at the watch list, we have Pinterest, 5.4%. I know they were one of the huge pre-market movers today. At least one of the bigger companies I saw moving in pre-market. I noticed Smith & Wesson, second on the watch list. That's a little bit weird to say. SWBI, this stock has gotten destroyed. I felt bad. I really wanted to buy a lot of this stock. Just kept getting crushed, though. Might be a good time to buy it now, actually. It's starting to uptrend in a fairly good way. Let's go, FIVA. Appreciate you. But yeah, it's going to be a good day today. We have Powell and the FOMC meeting coming up tomorrow. It's going to be a pretty big event. It's going to be hard for traders to probably trade through it. So we will be going live. Just so you guys know, we will be live later for the event at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then, of course, I'll be live for Powell. I'll just stay live, obviously, after I go live at 2 for the interest rate decision. We'll probably go about 10 minutes before the decision comes out so that we can be ready for it. But yeah, good stuff, guys. SPY hit 444 this morning, went slightly above it. Now we're starting to trade back down a little bit more. I was watching Boeing for a possible breakout above 206.50. Too bad to see them moving down. The banks are kind of pointing up today. Bank of America, Citigroup, JP Morgan, all looking pretty good. Maybe 150 on JP Morgan. Watch that resistance. Nom Nom says sideways. Yeah, that's what sucks today, is that it's just very sideways, right? I don't want to see that. I don't want to be sideways. Watch Meta for a breakout above 306. They've been holding that $300 area very well lately. It'd be cool to see a little recovery up to maybe 308 to 309 as a good target. 308 would be awesome as a target if we could get there. Any thoughts on the energy sector from Jerry? You know, I've been liking energy quite a bit. I was watching X for a possible move if they could break 3250. They're kind of in the steel industry. I guess that's not technically energy, but pretty close. And we have ZOM, Oxy, other stocks like that, which I also think will pop to the upside. I think that these stocks will start to move a little bit more. Like Oxy, for example, is on like kind of a stair step. I think they'll keep stair stepping up. Personally, I don't think that they're going to come falling off and crashing. They've been holding that support at 57 very well. I think that they'll continue to go up as the future goes, but it's hard with energy stocks, right? Because everybody talks about, what about clean energy, right? Won't that make these energy stocks suck? But at the end of the day, it won't. You know, these energy stocks will probably do just fine. Probably anyways. But I like these plays, especially on a day with Powell, right? They have weak correlation to the SPY, which is pretty good, so. Let's go back to that watch list really quick. Spotify, Snapchat, DraftKings is up. Okay. I need it to come up after yesterday. That was a bad day by them. That Fed decision today is going to be so important, though, guys. I'm going to create a poll on whether you think the market will go up or down on the interest rate decision and Powell. Will the market pop or drop on Powell / FOMC interest rate decision? Let's see. We're going to do pop, drop, sideways. And pop, drop, sideways. All right, vote up in the poll, guys. Vote it up. Manny says pop. Whoa, Manny. Manny's going for pop. I'm surprised. Wow. I'm going for drop, but that's me. Vote obviously how you want to vote. I like seeing all the differentiality in the voting, so vote it on up. Charge point getting a nice pop to the upside. 545 getting a nice move. Like to see that. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. I'm not necessarily better yet, but oof, I'll tell you, it feels a lot better than I did yesterday and the day before. So I'll give it that. Yeah, Jerry, sometimes I put that on there, and I'm always surprised how many votes it gets too, Jerry. All the time. Oh yeah, when is Friday the 13th going on? Is that next month? Oh, it's in October. Sorry, guys. Some of these coughs will come really quick. I might not be able to mute my mic in time for some of them. Shop's pushing down a little bit, they say. Let's see. SHOP. Wow, it is. What has been wrong with Shopify the past couple days? Ever since, like, Monday and Friday, they've just been getting destroyed. Like, what happened to Shop? I didn't see any news that I heard about, but it seems like there was some type of bad news. AMD's actually holding its ground. Okay. Holding at $100, which is pretty good to see. I like that for AMD. If it breaks this little high here around 103, I think we could get a little breakout trade going. Like right now, it's starting to go a little bit. Maybe a quick scalp to the upside. That's already 25 cents over 103, though. Freaking thing just exploded. I'm glad you brought this one up, Viva. Wow. That's a great move at open. Nvidia doesn't look near as good. Not even close. Not even close. It's only up like 1%, but still, we'll take it with AMD. 103.50 now. Damn. Let's eye him up on the book map. What do we got on here for AMD? Any big areas coming up overhead? Look at 103.90 and 104. There's quite a bit of sellers stacked up there. We could go blasting through, but I'm curious to see. I think we'll probably hit and reject a little bit. Oh, wow, it's already rejecting. Look at that. Little intraday rejection anyways. I'll leave it nice and zoomed in for you guys so you can see how Bookmap really looks whenever you're watching it live, because it is awesome to watch live. It's one thing to see just a picture of it here and there, but whenever you're sitting here watching the price action play out and you see these volume dots, like right here, this little green dot, like 1400 volume on that dot. This bigger green dot, 2300 volume. Red dot, 2700 volume. Excuse me, guys. Please give me a couple seconds. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. I had to get a quick drink and go cough my lungs out. I'm glad you guys have been sticking with me the past few days, even with all the problems, so I appreciate you guys, seriously. We have an awesome, tight-knit community here. I love that. Let me turn this music down just a little bit. There we go. But just so you guys know, I will be live later as well. Like I said, 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be live around 10 minutes before the interest rate decision comes out. So we'll be getting all nice and ready there. So love that. Yeah, Jerry, it sucks. It sucked, man. I hope it's actually getting towards the end of it here. I'm hoping. Man, I'll tell you guys what I'm really worried about is I'm really worried about my pregnant girlfriend getting catching this from me. You know, and it's too late. Like she already like slept in the same room as me and crap, so before I even knew what it was, you know, she already had been around me so much. So, man, I'm really praying that she doesn't get it, because it was pretty bad when I had it. There was one of the days I literally just wanted to die. I was like, oh my god, just end this. But yeah, I'm praying she don't get it. If she does, I'm praying it all goes okay. How is the airlines doing today? AAL looks like they're actually doing pretty well. DAL, okay. What about LUV? Not necessarily a crazy thing, but yeah, he said hopefully you weren't contagious at the time. I know, right, Jerry? Damn. I probably was, which sucks. It was like the first day or two I got it, I think. Because, you know, the first day or two, I just didn't even know that I was, like, necessarily getting, like, COVID. I just felt kind of, like, sicky, almost like a sinus infection. And then it got real bad out of nowhere. Did you see the Paxlovid pill? Or did you get the Paxlovid pill? It helps. No, I didn't. What is Paxlovid? I think I've heard of that. I've been taking this. I'll tell you what I've been taking that I thought helped me a little bit. I've been taking this thing. Oscillococcinum. I don't know what the hell that is. They call it Oscillo. Apparently some doctors, they don't think that this works, but man, every time I've ever had the flu or anything like it, it always helps a lot. Apple's looking like a falling knife. No. Oh man, Apple. They've been doing so good lately too. Even compared to SPY, like Apple's been going up and holding its ground well. AMD's still going? Oh my gosh. It broke 103.50. It almost hit 104. Wow. That's hot for them. Really good. You know what I'm curious of is CCJ. Okay, nice. Coming back. I like DraftKings, though. Oh my gosh. 4% DraftKings. Hell yeah. Hell to the yes. Penn Gaming. Come on, Penn. Amazon's pushing up. Okay. Evan said, what are you keeping an eye on today? I've been really watching AMD lately. Honestly, not to the upside, though. But I've been watching that $100 support. Like, watching it for a possible bounce up or a break below. Mainly for a break below. So this move up today wasn't really something I was watching for, but I was really watching them for a move to the downside. I was also watching Boeing for a breakout trade above 206.50, if we see that. I posted that one up in hashtag day trading this morning. Besides that, the big things I'm watching today are like TLT, SQQQ, SPXS, UVXY, and I'm really waiting for that event with Powell later. I'm a big believer that hang on, I went to the wrong thing. I'm a big believer that the feds are going to be looking to raise rates later in the year. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be true or not. We'll have to see what they end up saying. But I have a weird feeling that they're going to possibly talk about a hike coming later in the year. And I'm really watching like December's meeting maybe for a hike, or November. You can see right here at the bottom, total probabilities for November. It says 29% chance of hike, 70% chance of pause. So, but once you get to December, it gets a lot closer the other direction. I think one thing that the feds are going to do is that they don't want to necessarily raise rates too quickly, because inflation, of course, it's upticking. Like if we do go to an inflation chart, let's see if I can find it here. I'll go to last week. Go get that CPI. We'll go to inflation rate year over year. Like you can see it's been upticking a little bit. It went from 3 now to 3.7%. It's not like it's necessarily, though, like exploding back again to the upside, but that is some pretty significant growth out of inflation back up right there. So that is something that I think the feds will look at and they'll be a little bit worried about. So in that sense, with all of that stuff that I'm saying, that's why I think SQQQ, SPXS, and other things are going to be a little bit better today or over the next few days than people necessarily are hoping for. Now, I know a lot of people probably want the market to move up, right? And I do too. If it moves up, fine, that's perfect. But I don't know. I try to look at it as objectively as I can, and for the most part, I think this time they'll talk about those future hikes again, coming in a little bit stronger than what people have originally said. I even feel like at the last meeting they even said stuff. They were like, I think Powell said it. He said a lot of the Fed members expressed that they wanted hikes later in the year or something, you know? So excuse me, guys. Everything's pushing P except for Apple. Yeah, Apple is it's taking the P instead of pushing it. Boy. Let's go see Visa. 244.50. Nah. Not doing anything. X US Steel. Been waiting for a little breakout. 32.50 is this recent range that it's been in, so. Also watch gold and silver. Ooh, GLD and SLV are looking good. I like that. GLD, SLV looking pretty fire here. Wow, gold is back above 180. That's not bad. Wow. What is the support for Apple? For sure, let's check it out. They said Tesla is turning over? You're telling me stocks are pushing P, but Tesla's not? Oh, Tessie. All right, guys, give me 1 sec. Boy, when those coughs come, they come on strong. Oh, shit. What's the support for Apple now? Let's see. Tesla has a decent support here, 265.50, even 265 even. But they were asking for Apple. So let's see, Carlo. Apple, ooh, 178. 178 for sure, Carlo. And then 177. Let's confirm it on the book map, though. Let's see. Yeah, so 178, there's definitely buyers that are coming in right there that are stacked up. 177 as well. 170 is the main area down to the downside, though. 180 overhead's going to be a tough resistance to break. So, yeah, Apple's an interesting one today. I do think that 178 will be a pretty big intraday area, which is where we are right now. You can see, oh, it's actually already had a lot of consolidation, so not too bad, I guess. That's not bad. Someone in the Discord asked about JP Morgan. JP Morgan Chase. This is actually, well, I guess I'll just say it. I guess no one's gonna care. This is actually who I have my IRA through. JP Morgan. I don't know why, I just trust them more than the other ones, so I figured might as well go with them. Damn, though, JP. Pretty big here, 150. Yeah, I'm seeing like 152, 152.50 is a big resistance here on JP Morgan over where we are now. This 150 spot's pretty darn big, though. Gotta say that. QQQ, let's see. Yeah, hourly chart on QQQ is a little bit weird lately. We broke out above that trend line. We had a perfect bounce. Now we've been falling back down. I wonder if we're going to start getting another pop back up. Very interesting to me. SPY is another stock that recently fell out of the trend line to the downside, but it's looking a lot better than QQQ is, for example. QQQ, I should say worse. It looks better to the downside, but I'm gonna add JPM on here. I gotta see. I don't know, Manny. That That's only like a 955 stack at 150.40. That's not even like very big though. I don't know if I'd even count that. I guess there's a little bit more stack than I thought. No, there's more there than I thought. Yeah, this like anywhere right here around 150 is pretty big, honestly. Yeah, I mean, holy shit. Yeah, you can really tell anywhere around 150 is pretty, yeah, anywhere. Holy shit, though. Like, whenever you zoom out, you can really tell it's like, holy shit, anywhere around 150. Like, 150 to 150.50. That probably sounds really dumb, doesn't it? Holy shit. That is some thick... These are some thick buy orders that have been here all morning. Holy crap. There's so many freaking orders here. 150.25, 150.35, 150.40. It's like Jesus. Market does not care about impending disaster. Yeah, I guess so. We'll see. It don't care now, that's for sure. They're probably thinking Powell's going to continue to be his printer today, right? That's what I'm waiting for. AMZN. ARM, 3.4% to the downside. ARM, you know, I haven't even looked at them too much lately. Yep, that's the typical IPO for you right here. This is why you don't fuck with IPOs. I'm not kidding, guys. Like, I'll never touch an IPO again. After, like, Rivian and stuff. I wasn't even in, like, Rivian's IPO at all. But, you know, I watched and learned some valuable lessons from stuff like this. And it's not just Rivian, I promise. There's tons of other stocks I've seen. What's another big one? I think DoorDash. Was DoorDash a crazy IPO? Yeah, they were pretty... Or Uber, was it? Uber, it might have been. Yeah, everybody was on Uber's ass when they first started coming in the market. They were like, Uber, Uber, Uber. And then they all fucking lost. Oh, it's sad. Hate seeing that. Every IPO I've seen does this shit. It's very rare that I see an IPO that just flies. And trust me, I wish there was more. I really do. I'd love to see more of them do better. If someone out there finds an IPO that has done extremely well, like the first year or 2 years, let me know. I'll look at it. Coin. Let's go see Coinbase. How was their IPO? That's another one. There you go. See, good job. You guys are finding the good ones for me. I like it. Exactly. Coin's another one. Do not buy on the IPO. That's all I gotta say. Sure, you can have some good trades here and there on them, but whoo! If you invest for the long term on those IPOs, you better hope it's something really good. Oh, I know another one, Snapchat. That was another one. Look at their IPO. This was the first couple years. I'll never forget. This was like whenever I was, you know, more of a beginning trader. Snapchat. I think I might have actually lost on this one. Gosh, I can't remember. It was so long ago, but I feel like I got into this at some point. But yeah, Snapchat got crushed. I mean, you're talking like from the high there to the low, down 83% in just a year. I mean, that's messed up. But, you know, they came back and they came back and showed that they had some strength left to them, you know? It just, obviously it's weird, you know? Those IPO times are kind of rough. Beyond Meat, AI, Palantir. Let's go see Beyond. Okay. Beyond was a good one. Okay. Nice. Okay. That's a good example. I like that one. Nice stuff, Mike. Good find. Good thought about that one. Let's see, AI. You know, AI had a decent IPO for the first couple weeks and then turned into everything else, so. What about Palantir, they said? Maybe they had a good one. They're pretty popular, right? Yeah, they had a decent IPO, too. Maybe they just had good timing coming into the market. But still, I mean, yeah, at least they had a decent IPO. A decent move after the fact, anyways, for a few months. Good stuff. It's just, you know, the majority of them I see have huge hits to the downside, so. Good job finding a couple that went up, thank God, because I would never have thought a couple of those. Kathy was buying coin at 400. Oh, fuck, I'm not surprised. Kathy would. How you guys liking the poll today? A lot of you guys are voting pop. I'll tell you what, rigged is beating the drop side. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm going for drop, but I'm glad you guys voted how you felt, though. That's awesome. Very cool. If you haven't yet voted, please consider it. Let's go back to finding some day trades for today. AMD coming back down. Come on, Boeing. I want you to break out. Get a breakout going. Aqua Metals, AQMS. I know Tangi's been adding into that one a little bit, I think. Whoa. I didn't want to do that. AQMS on the daily, guys. Maybe you should check out this one. It's honestly bouncing off support, starting to come up in a pretty decent way short term. It's a cheap stock, so it's going to be a volatile one. Keep that in mind. It's almost like trading an option. It's almost like you're buying like a cheap option that costs $120 a contract with how this moves. Literally moves like an option. That's pretty funny. But I kind of like the setup short term. It's starting to pop up pretty good. Getting some nice volatile green candles coming in. I like this one. I've been eyeing it up because Tangi had talked about it. I actually threw it on my watch list. I forgot what they do exactly. Let's Aqua Metals. Let's see. Produced a commercially proven, sustainable, closed-loop metal recycling process. That's what it is. Metal recycling. Which, if you think about it for the future, you would think that would be pretty darn good. Battery metals, like recycling batteries, like, man, this could, there's a lot of potential for this company. Their headquarters is in Reno. Ooh. Maybe I'll have to visit their headquarters one day as I go to Reno. Reno. Has anyone ever been to Reno? This literally just reminds me of Vegas. Just a small Vegas, I guess. Growing up, that's how I always imagined it anyways. Didn't they have to, like, close a few hotels here? Like the Trump one and all that? Let's see. Trump Reno. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted to see. Trump rushed off a Reno stage. Oh. After someone yells gun. Maybe it's, oh, Atlantic City, maybe, huh? Ah, that's what it is. It's Atlantic City. Okay. I know a few of those things had to close or something. That's the only reason I thought about that. It's mini Vegas in the mountains. Interesting. Speaking of Vegas, how's like MGM, LVS doing? What about Penn Gaming? I mean, they've been doing pretty good the past few days. Today, they're kind of pointing back off to the downside. I'm really looking to grab some Penn for the long term, guys. Looking to grab some more for the long term. You know, more, I should say. Over the next however long. I think that once Bet ESPN comes out, I think that Penn will start to turn around. Now, obviously, though, like if the economy starts going into a big shithole, well, unfortunately, the casino stocks usually suck during those times. So, it's not going to be very good for it if that happens. And I know a lot of people are projecting the economy to go to dog shit over this winter. I feel like, though, people say that every winter. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. The market generally goes up. But, you know, with everything going on, I've heard a lot of negatives. Especially once you start seeing, like, all the defaults lately. The corporate defaults are insane. I mean, it's even credit card defaults. It's like, hell, people aren't even going to be able to, you know, to afford this shit. So, but I think Penn for the long term will be definitely okay. Just make sure you leave yourself room to average in. Just don't go in too early. You know, as long as you always have that room and that good mentality. That's the big thing. You got to have a good mentality on this one. You've got to be willing to just buy it and hold it and just continue to add. That's the big thing. It's a hard mentality to trade with, especially over time, but it does wonders. Does wonders. AJ's getting some too. Nice. Need QQQ to hit 370. Let's see. Ooh, that's a big support. Ooh, it's kind of rejecting here off of this trend line intraday. Interesting. Resistance is kind of holding up too. Man, that's cool, though. Come on, SPY. 444.50 is a pretty big intraday resistance to watch. If we break that, you could probably get into a quick day trade, like a very quick scalp. Hell, especially if you're trading futures on, like, you know, ES or something, obviously. Like a really quick scalp above that high of day break. There is some resistance right here, though, so keep that in mind. Like I said, it'd be very quick. INTC doing a cliff dive, is it? Intel. Do trades in a Roth IRA get taxed each year? No, Saul, I believe not. I think that's, you know, what makes IRAs so enticing. You don't get taxed until you pull out your winnings out of there, Saul. At least that's my understanding with it. I'll be honest, I'm not a Roth IRA expert out here, but I will say this, I believe you can pull out as much money you want out of the Roth, but you start getting taxed once you pull any winnings out, Saul. So keep that in mind. But just from doing trades, no, I believe you don't at all. It's only when you finally pull it out in the end. And like I said, it's only on winnings, not the contributions at all. So at least that's my understanding with it. I was just about to say, SPY has resistance at 444.90 to 445. Yeah, it definitely does. You can see just above here, yeah. That's what I was watching, because even if there's like a little breakout, like it would have to be a quick scalp to the upside, like so quick, because there's just so many resistances mixed in right here. That's why I brought up ES, because like for the futures, you would actually probably be able to get enough out of it. Well, I should say this, it's no taxes. See, yeah, like, see, you guys got to understand, though, like Gengar says, no taxes on Roth IRA ever. Like, Gengar, that's so wrong what you're saying right there. That is so wrong what you're saying. Because if it's only no taxes if you wait to pull it out until you're a certain age or after a certain amount of time. See, that's the issue with it, right? If you pull out early at all, then you get taxed on gains. So, it's not just that there's no taxes ever. Yeah, it's 59.5. See, that's honestly what pisses me off with Roth is I'm not a big fan of Roth. Like, I understand that it's good for the longer term, right? But the majority of my money is not going to be going into a Roth. That's just my opinion. I know you guys can think your own way, think I'm wrong. That's fine. I've done the math. You know, and to be honest, when I'm 59.5, I'm about ready to die. I'm not, you know, like, holy hell, I want my money now. You know, I want to have fun now. Well, that's the thing, Gengar. Like, that's the thing, though, Gengar. A lot of people don't think that way. You know? And at the same time, you know, you're also maxed on contributions on those too, so it's not that bad. But here's my big thing, okay? If you're a young person, it's good to have a Roth. Now, if you don't necessarily have enough money to max out the contributions, that's fine. I wouldn't max it out anyways. You know, maybe once you start getting a little older, you could max it out. But I would say this, like, as a young person, just throw it into something else, you know, do a regular brokerage account. You can always have a Roth on the side, adding in a few hundred a month or something like that, whatever. You know, I think the contribution, the max is like 500 a month or something. I believe that's it. Let me see if I can, I think it was something close to that. Comes out to 6K, but JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. I know exactly what you're talking about, Oscar. Yes. I thought that was only I thought that was like a St. Louis thing, but that's pretty cool. It's one of those things where it sounds really, really good on paper, like a Roth, right? And it's good, but I really think that there should be a good mix between your Roth and your overall brokerage. Like if you just, like a lot of people out there, they say, well, I only use my Roth to trade. Like to me, that's all wrong. If you're only using that to trade, you know, more power to you, but just my opinion, it's wrong. But I know though with IRAs though, you can still take out your contributions and not get taxed. It's just you just can't take out gains early. And there's also stuff with IRAs as well, which is pretty cool. In this sense is that if you're buying like a house, you can actually take out some of those contributions / gains and use that to purchase a house. If you're a first-time home buyer, I think you can actually, there's certain rules where you can take it out for certain things, like maybe medical emergencies or the house, like I said, or other stuff like that. So keep that in mind too. Keep that in mind too. It can be good in that sense. We getting heated on retirement savings. Heated? If you count this as heated, man, we got some problems. If you're day trading, you must start an LLC. You know, that's a good idea, Zane. A lot of people need to do that. If they really are. If that's their main source of income and stuff, yeah. Yeah, but Sue, see, I wouldn't trade a Roth. I would just put the money in the Roth and just let it go. You know, I would not trade my Roth. Unless you're counting trading as just investing for the long term, but maybe you are, I don't know. I disagree though, Sue. If you're talking about like short-term trades in there, I wouldn't do that, personally. If you take a amount out of an IRA for a house, it must be on an FHA. Okay. That makes sense. SPY with a good old bear trap. I'm really hoping to see some better movement starting to come in here for some more solid day trades. Like SPY's getting close to breaking that low of day. It broke for a split second and then came right back up. I think there could be a good opportunity to the downside right here if we get another leg. Like if this starts to turn over and we break that low, I think this would be a great opportunity for a scalp, nom nom. But this seems like this has been a pretty big area of support here. So catch that momentum as it comes. Kind of like AMD earlier, right? They started breaking out and had a decent like 1 point move. Yeah, Apple. You're right. Why are they down so much? Ooh, Apple's getting real close to support, though. I'll give it that. 177.20 and then 177. Go out the book map on Apple. Let's see. 177. 175. I do like 177 coming up. That's a decent support. Pretty decent. Everyone bought calls yesterday on that news. Now the MM are making money on Apple. Yeah, they are. What was the big news yesterday, Manny? I don't know if I even saw it. Huge back order flying up. On what? Sold out iPhones in China crashed their website. Wow. That's really cool. I didn't even hear about that. Really? Damn, that's what being sick gets you, I guess. When did that come out? When did that news come out? Ha! Chinese people say Apple workers' photo is racist. What? Wow, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Interesting. Damn, we should have talked about that on last night's video or something. Man. IBM has been on a run lately. Let's see. Whoa. Whoa, what the? It's only up 2.7%, but geez. It has been on a run. No shit. Yeah, I see that now, Simp. That's awesome. Wow. Crashed their website. Within the first 10 minutes of the iPhone pre-orders opening, Apple's official website in China crashed. Wow. That's pretty big news. I'm surprised Mike didn't want to talk about that last night. The stock market is in purgatory. Purgatory. Yeah, it is. It reminds me of that episode of Family Guy. Nom Nom pre-ordered iPhone 15. Wow. Nice. I didn't pre-order it personally. Did you get the iPhone 15 Pro? I hope you got the Pro one. Those ones look sick. What do you think of Microsoft calls into end of October? Around $30 plus calls? Eric, I don't know what you mean 30 plus. Are you saying 330 plus? $30 plus calls. You retype that for a second for me. Pro Max. Nice, Nom Nom. That's the nice one. Beautiful. What color did you get? You said 330. Okay. I thought you meant 330, but I was just so confused. I figured you meant 330 though. So yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah, I don't like that, Eric, at all, unfortunately. Keep in mind, the next 10 days are historically the worst 10 days in the stock market. Not kidding. The worst 10 days in the stock market. He said he got the natural color. Okay. I don't know what that color even is. Oh, natural titanium. I see. Okay, okay. That's pretty cool. Now I get it. Now I get it. I like that. That's pretty neat. I have the 13 Pro Max, and I'll say I love it. I love the phone. The outside of it is like a really shiny metal. I got the Alpine green one. I love that. I love these side edges of the phones. I'm curious how the new one feels. They look like the edges are like way rounded. Way more like rounded off or something. Probably feels better, but interesting. I feel like Apple's done this a lot. They always go towards like the boxier phones, and then they start making them more rounded again, and then they go back towards the boxy ones. Like, my whole life I've noticed this with Apple. Five-minute chart of Apple? Come on. I got hit with owing taxes and had to pay almost max on short-term capital gains. It was 22%. It was stupid and almost screwed me. Oh, I see. We're heading into the worst 10 days. Yeah, we are, AJ. That's the big issue right now. Worst 10 days in the market are incoming here. I wish I could find something. September days in the market. I want to find the chart that shows historically how bad September does. I want to find a better chart. Palantir stock falling off though. Boeing still nothing today. SPY. Big nothing burger so far. We're going to need to see that big event coming out earlier. Guys, don't forget I'll be going live at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, 2 p.m. Eastern time for the FOMC interest rate decision. And then I'll be here for Powell as well. So it'll be a good time. We'll get to see how the market does during that, but it's going to be fun. Did you do your iOS 17? I don't think I did. Let's see. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can upgrade. It's probably going to ruin my battery, isn't it? I guess I'll do that now, won't I? God damn. It's 3 gigabytes. Okay. Alright, well. I'm doing it right now, Manny. Good idea. Download and install. Come on. I click it and it doesn't do anything. Oh. Oh, it says update requested. Oh. Is it not gonna go? Okay, well. Thanks a lot, iPhone. They don't even want me to have it. Oh, Zane, that's a great one. It's close to the one I'm looking for. It's close, it's close. There's one that's a line chart like this, except at the bottom, it gives you September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all the way to the 30th. And then it shows you historically how it goes. Uh-oh. You guys are going to get to hear Manny for a second. Let's see.
Make sure you back up your phone first before you do it. It's a huge update.
Oh, shit.
It's going in the background. It's a huge, huge update, man.
Oh, no. I didn't back it up. Damn. Well, most of my shit's on the cloud, though, at least, so. I love Apple's cloud. Thank God. Thank God they have that. Thanks, though, Manny. Damn, I should have done that first. I'm glad when I clicked your voice, Manny, that it wasn't super loud. I was a little bit worried, like I was gonna click it and it was just gonna like blow up into the stream. Yeah, I like that pick here though too with the VIX seasonality. I love that, or the S&P 500 seasonality. You can see how as we get into October, it kind of drops down, but then the end of October is just so amazing for the market. Heading into November and then December, it's like, holy crap. So we got to see what Powell says here, guys, but if he says something along the lines of we need to raise rates one more time later this year, that's what I think is going to set the market off. So be ready. Be ready for it. Here's the probabilities now. We'll see what they look like later. How does J&J look to the downside? Someone asked me. Let's see. J&J. $163 almost. Heading up to like 165. Nice, Purdy. That's awesome. That's the good way to go. Smart shit, Purdy. A lot of people don't do that. Trust me, I learned my lesson a couple of times. SLV finally breaking out. Yeah, silver. Look at that today. Looks like a freaking penny stock almost. How about gold, GLD? Yeah, holding up strong. I love these. You know what we're going to have to do for Powell later? You guys all know the, what do we call that? Powell's video, I guess, right? Our tradition. A tradition like none other is coming in later today whenever Powell speaks and at that interest rate decision, so... Yeah, Purdy. Yes, sir. Or else you can deduct taxes. You could deduct them if you're not. Maybe that is why, Purdy. I never thought about that. Shit. That probably is why. Oh, that's funny. Man, my first couple years of trading, I wasn't very profitable at all. And then I remember I lost like 20 to 30K before I finally decided to like buckle down and get into like selling options and like safer type of stuff. And man, those first couple years were rough. Like I think it was like 2015, 2016, 2017. Those years were so rough. And then it just got so much better from then on. And Purdy, it was so funny, dude. The first year that I got taxed, I can't remember like what stock did it. It was like, I think it was this one, CGC. I think it was CGC. Me and my grandpa had it. And we sold it like way up at the top, right? And it was something to where like it went up so quick that we got hit with like short-term capital gains on it. And it was like so surprised, to like a young kid. I was so pissed that I had to pay like, 5 to 10K in taxes. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, what the fuck? I was like, and I was a young idiot. I didn't have 5 to 10K laying around. So I was pissed. The bowling alley story. Yeah. Yeah. The bowling alley story. Oh my gosh, Jerry, it was the worst. I was at the bowling alley and I'm sitting there watching VXX, right? I'm watching VXX of all shit. This was during the China disaster. I don't know when this was. 2017, 2016. Was it 2018? Something around here. And I remember the VXX flying up. I had like an insane amount of shares. I kept buying and averaging in. I was shorting VXX, okay? Because, over the long term, like if we zoom out, shorting VXX is like a guaranteed winner, right? It pretty much is, except for there's fees and all that type of stuff. But I got caught into one of the uptrends. I saw a little bit of uptrend starting, and I was like, you know what? We're going to enter and see how it goes, right? We're going to enter and short it. So I shorted it, and then it kept going up, and I shorted more. Eventually, my whole account shorted into this fucking thing. And I'm at the bowling alley, and I can't remember what happened. Something with like Trump and China or tariffs or something. And oh my gosh, I'll never forget being at the bowling alley and like getting a text from Mike or something. And he said like, I hope you're not still in VXX. And I looked and I was like, holy shit. Like in after hours, the thing popped up like 100%. And I remember it margin called me up there at like, imagine like getting margin called right there and it wipes out like your whole account. That's essentially what happened. I got margin called there and it wiped the whole account clean, essentially. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, you know what? I'm an idiot. From that moment onwards, I never traded the same way again. I'm not kidding. From that moment onwards, I never traded the same way. I'll do day trades and stuff here and there, but I'll never go really risky into them. I still day trade and shit. It's just I don't do anything like I was. Like I would do 10K in these day trades, 20K into some of the positions. No way now. I learned my lessons too much. Not just on that trade, on other trades too, but That was a pretty funny, I'm at the fucking bowling alley. Oh, man. Jerry, it was hard. It was hard to come back. I remember asking Mike, I was like, man, have you ever heard of anyone still trading after this? He's like, no. He's like, I don't know how you're still trading after that. I guess I had some goodwill to do it, but man, it was sad. And it was sad too, because it wasn't all my money either. You know, like a lot of that was my grandpa's money. You know, me and him were trading in his accounts, you know, at that time, I think. Actually, no, at that time it would have been mine. But he might have given me the money for it or something. You know, I was only like 18 or 19 or something. Fresh out of the high school. Yeah, Mike was like, man, I don't know how you're still doing this. But I made a pact to never do that shit again, so. From that day on, I really buckled down. And I always say it takes a big L for everyone to finally buckle down and get into it the right way. Whew. You would have made WSB. You know, I probably would have, Jerry. That would be pretty funny. I should have posted it on Reddit back in the day. Man, it was the worst situation in the world, because I saw some strategy that like hedge funds were using on VXX, shorting it. And I was like, oh, you know, this is guaranteed. Like, look at this. It goes down, like, oh, like, there you go. Simple. But man, whenever it popped up 300%, oof. Yeah, Jerry. It's very rare that you get something like that. Come on, Boeing. Can we get some good movement here? Starting to turn back over a little bit. SPY is turning over too slightly. I mean, I really want to see that low of day break. It's just going to be probably flat till Big Daddy Powell gets out here. Chewy's getting hit pretty hard. Let's see. CHWI. Oh yeah, Purdy. I mean, simple. You know, we get that, right? We're just saying for new traders, you know, people who are brand new. Pretty rare. But yeah, I feel you, Purdy. The more I try to get traders to do that stuff, the more I realize it's impossible to make them. If I wouldn't have averaged down that one time, I would have had enough money. Wow, Zane. Yeah, you know, Chewy has been getting hit real hard. Do you guys remember Keisha? Remember Keisha G, who used to come around the live streams a lot? She loved Chewy. She was buying up tons of it. She's probably not around too much anymore because all those stocks she had have been kind of dying. But Sometimes I miss Keisha. You know, I'm like, where's Keisha at? Yeah, Manny, I know she was pretty easily offended, so I know, I'm sure I said something one time that got her out of here. I don't know what I said, but... I know if I would say, like, a cuss word or something, she didn't like that. Zane, I like that. Keisha. I like that. Making it like Kesha out there. Damn, AJ. Looked at a Chevy Trax yesterday. Interesting. How's General Motors? I'm curious. With all these auto union bullcrap going on, I'm surprised these companies aren't doing worse. Like Ford and GM. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, see, see, this is the type of stuff that would make Keisha leave, right? The stuff I'm about to say. But here's one thing, like, you know, like, I kind of think that with General Motors and Ford, like, let those unions just walk, man. If they don't want a job, let them go. Like, holy hell. Like, why do they have to make $40 an hour? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it, but... It would be kind of funny if they let them walk. But, see, that's the type of stuff, though, that would piss people off. Yeah, she was one. She was one that would do that, Gengar, yeah. Yep. See, I'm somebody that I think that everything can be talked about. Like, even if I don't agree with it, like, go ahead and say it. You know, like, I love seeing the different viewpoints out there and everything like that. They are disrupting honest people that just want to work. That's kind of what I'm thinking, Gengar. I know, right, AJ? Everybody's so soft. You know, Purdy, that's actually a really good statement that I didn't even think of. But, yeah, that's something that, you know, I kind of like what you're saying there. I believe in the power of the individual to negotiate for himself more effectively than as a collective group. So, yeah, I like that, Purdy. That's a good thing to say, I think. Words mean more than actions in 2023. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's do another watch list check-in real quick. Let's see what we got. Smith & Wesson still up 4%. Neo. Uh-oh, I'm starting to get some chills, guys. I hope that fever's not coming back. I woke up today feeling all right, so we'll have to see how it goes. Man, that update's still going on the phone. It's almost done, though. She's probably gonna type out something like, "You didn't make me mad at all." Yeah, Tangy, you know, that's one thing that Mike and myself, we've been trying a lot the past like 3 to 6 months. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed that at all, but we've been trying a lot lately to make it more personable and like less fake as far as like having to change your speech and stuff like that. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying that a little bit, or have noticed that a little bit more, hopefully. Nintendo. Give me the ticker on Nintendo. I've never even heard of their ticker, Purdy. Shoot me up that ticker. I did not even know they had a ticker in the market. Nintendo. That sounds pretty cool. They need to come out with a next new big thing, you know, Nintendo does. Like Mario Kart VR or some shit. Let's go back to AQMS. NTDOY, okay. It's on the Y exchange, which means something in Japan, probably, or China. What do they say that? OTC, is it the OTC international market, or Start the wheel on Nintendo. This is an interesting stock here. I'm curious, like, what's next for Nintendo, right? Like, what's next? They came out with the Switch, which I have one sitting right next to me. I bought one for my girl. She had to get one, you know. Hell, her Animal Crossing town or whatever is fucking amazing. She needs to be put in charge of making a freaking town or something in real life. Like, what the hell? But, yeah, I even play Skyrim on that thing sometimes. It's freaking awesome. The Nintendo Switch 2 is next. Okay. That's awesome. I'm glad you liked it, Jerry. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Sometimes we try to make it a little bit more funny. A little bit more entertaining rather than just straight up, you know, boring. Nintendo Switch 2. Damn it, I thought there'd be something cool like the Wii. Why don't they come out with a cooler version of a Wii? I think that would be kind of neat. I kind of want a Wii again. But I think as far as Nintendo goes on their stock, I like it at this level. They've been on a decent downtrend lately. They have a decent support. They're starting to base around, which is awesome. The only problem is that they did have a 5-to-1 split. So that's actually good in the sense that now it's worth a little bit less, which is good. But you can buy them at $10 again, which is nice, instead of 50. But you know, that makes it even more enticing, doesn't it, Purdy? After that split, wow, it's cheap. Actually, for the wheel, this would be amazing. I haven't seen the options chain yet, though. Let me go see that. Oh, I can't. Shit. I don't get options on this one, though. Oh. I don't get options for them, Purdy. Damn it. That sucks. I think for shares it would be pretty fine, though, too. Weird. I can't believe that they dipped so hard there in like 13 through 16. Interesting here. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys joining up today. Let's go ahead and end the poll. As time went forward, more and more people started voting for drop, which is nice. So pop and drop got closer. 33 total votes here. Uh-oh. SPY moving below low of day? LOD move? Oh, no. Yeah. That's too bad, Purdy, but it's all right. Nice. They have a semi-annual dividend. That's not bad. Sometimes they do that with the foreign stocks, Purdy, but I still think it's good for shares, though. But yeah, 42% voted for pop, 27% voted for drop, 18% said rigged, and 12% said sideways. So let's see some good moves starting to come in here. Come on, SPY, break below that low of day for us. All right, but don't forget, guys, I will be live later. I'll be going live at 1:50 p.m. Eastern Time. 1:50 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be going live for the FOMC interest rate decision and then Powell's speech. It'll be a pretty big one coming up. Man, I'm glad you guys stuck around today. I'll be honest, while I'm talking here on stream, I feel pretty good. Once I get off of here, I'm probably going to start feeling bad again. So it's kind of cool to be here with you guys. What are my thoughts on Lulu? Wow, great move today. Lulu's a company that's been taking the world by storm, haven't they, lately? Such a big store. Every time I go to the mall, they have a line going around the place for this thing. Now, I'll be honest, like, I am not a big mall person, okay? I go to the mall like once a year, if that. So, yeah, no big mall things for me. But every time I've been, there's always a line, like literally extending through the mall for this place. So, especially whenever COVID was around, it was kind of annoying, actually. Man, Boeing's still rejecting at 206.50. That's one I was watching earlier. Watch AMD at 100, guys. It's starting to point back down a little bit. If AMD gets under 100 with Powell, watch for the floodgates. This is going to be my most watched stock later today, okay? AMD puts now. If it breaks this. Appreciate you guys joining up, though. Thanks for being here today. I'll talk to you guys later. Let's be ready for Powell. We will be going live. So let's go. Thank you, Jerry, J-Trade, Purdy, Gengar, Manny, Tangy Man, AJ, Zane, Jamie, of course, Fiva, Nom Nom, Mike, Evan, Carlo, Sue, Saul, Oscar. I don't want to forget anybody today. Manny, I think I hit him already. Manny, member of the year, man. Member of the year. Thanks for everything you do, Manny, especially the past few days. Thank you. Appreciate you guys, though. Have a good one, and I will talk to you later. Walk away with some profits today. Meeting is at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, AJ. I'll be going live at 1:50 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's get it.